Modern Warfare 2 could literally be on the precipice of bringing in a whole new movement to the FPS genre. Well, not necessarily a whole new movement, but at least bring in an FPS experience that has almost exclusively been held for PC players to the forefront of the gaming landscape. By the end of this year, Call of Duty might once again be the main talking point on everyone's lips, bringing in a hugely successful new entry into the Call of Duty series. Or, you know, it might just fall flat on its face and do a Battlefield 2042. I'm, of course, talking about the DMZ mode, the extraction-style game mode that we have heard pretty much nothing about from official sources. However, what the leaks do suggest is that we are looking at an extraction-style game mode whereby you can go into a map, do PvP, but also complete other little quests, missions, and tasks, and then at any point in the game, you'll be able to extract from the map, and you make your own decisions about whether or not you have won the game. There will be no last player standing, but you will go in with your own objectives, fight other people who are concentrating on their own objectives, and then you get out when you want to. However, I'm a bit concerned about DMZ mode. The reason I'm concerned is because the things that make these extraction style shooters like Tarkov and Hunt Showdown so goddamn gripping, intense and exciting is the real consequences that you have in these games. In a game like Escape from Tarkov, a game that is so convoluted with so many different systems involved, the real thrill of it is about just surviving. If you get out of a raid with a little bit of loot that you've been looking for hours and hours and hours, that is so exhilarating. And when you do run into other players, the gunplay and the mechanics within those gunfights are so hardcore and so extreme that if you come out on top, there is genuinely no other feeling like it. Now look, I'm in no way, shape or form a professional Escape from Tarkov player, for example. I have a little over 200 hours in the game. I've played it pretty much every wipe for the last 2 years, but I suck at it. I'm absolutely shit at it. I just love the feeling it gives me when I play the game. I've often made the comparison of getting a kill in Escape from Tarkov is the equivalent of getting like a gunship in Call of Duty. The dopamine you feel from just getting that one kill in Tarkov, you need to get a hell of a lot of kills in a kill streak on COD to experience that same feeling. Not saying that one is better than the other, I'm just saying that the intensity of Tarkov is what makes it as popular as it is. And I think if Call of Duty is going to attempt to capture that, well, they're going to need to adapt some core design philosophies that they have with the Call of Duty franchise as a whole. For one, this game cannot be noob friendly. DMZ mode, if it's going to have anything like the success of Escape from Tarkov or Hunt Showdown, needs to be grueling and it needs to be hardcore. You need to actually fear for your life. There needs to be real consequences for you going into a raid and dying. In Hunt Showdown even, you have to buy your loadout. You buy your loadout, you buy your guns, you decide what you take in with you, and you can only buy that with currency that you earn from playing the game. This means that there is a potential, if you're on a 10 to 15 losing streak, that you can't afford to go in with anything other than a knife. This really means that when you go in, you have to think about what you're doing. You have to think about your playstyle and how you approach different situations, because there is real consequences if you die. In Escape from Tarkov, you can go in with like a 1,000,000 ruble kit, and if you die, that's it. That belongs to someone else now, and that might take you like 12 hours of grinding the game to earn that money back. Now look, the way that we've been seeing Call of Duty going in the past few years is that they very heavily cater their games to new players and to casual players, and this is what concerns me about DMZ. Look, I am not very good at Escape from Tarkov. I absolutely suck. I've explained that in many of my videos, even videos that I've made myself on Tarkov. However, I don't want it to be easier. I do not want Escape from Tarkov to dumb down its mechanics so that I can feel better about myself. I don't want to be placed against other players of my same skill in Escape from Tarkov, because then there's no thrill in the chase. There's no thrill in actually coming out on top when you come across some absolute big boy chad of a player who literally never leaves his house and just plays Tarkov for 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. When you finally meet that guy and you kill him through pure gun skill alone, there is not any feeling like that, because you know for a goddamn fact that he is so much better than you, but also it shows you that you too have managed to progress. This means that if in DMZ mode they have skill-based matchmaking and they have these cheesy mechanics that's going to allow anyone to win, the game mode simply will not work and will not be fun and won't be held to the same standards as Hunt Showdown and Escape from Tarkov. If they want this game to work, they seriously need to rethink their strategy when it comes to this game. By all means, if you want to have it, bloody keep your skill-based matchmaking in the multiplayer. It sucks and I don't like it, but at least I can kind of see why it would have a place there. In a game mode like DMZ, there is no way, shape or form that you can have that sort of system in place. Otherwise, people are just honestly not going to take the game seriously at all, especially if you're trying to capture the audience that is playing these other games. Now, on top of this, there needs to be other systems in place. There needs to be meaningful loot. There needs to be things that you can pick up in the game that actually make it worthwhile playing a raid. The reason why Hunt Showdown is so good is because when you go in, you're not actually looking for PvP. You're looking for clues so that you can hunt down these bounties, monsters. You have to kill them, take that bounty and extract with it. That is the main goal. That is like winning in Hunt Showdown. The thing is, if all there is to do in the game is just to go into a raid, run around for a bit, and then extract after killing 1 or 2 players, well, that doesn't mean anything. There's no risk versus reward. That would just be risk. And on top of that, the risk needs to be made real. You should have to buy your weapons, and it should actually cost a fair amount of the in-game currency that you can only get by playing the game and finding money. You should have to find your medical supplies around the map, so that if they run out and you can't go into a raid without medical supplies, you need to be seriously careful and go and find some straight away, otherwise you're not going to win your first engagement. There needs to be serious consequences and serious risk involved for this game to succeed. I honestly am pretty excited to see where DMZ goes, and I really think that if they handle this correctly, we could be about to usher in a whole new fad. Like, remember when Fortnite took off and everyone was into Fortnite playing that? And again, when Warzone came out and every single person you knew was playing Warzone, I really think that DMZ could go this way, because especially in the AAA space, there is nothing that you can play like this, aside from maybe like Battlefield Hazard Zone. And if you're going to base this game mode off of Battlefield Hazard Zone, you might as well just cancel it full stop. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about DMZ mode in this video, and why I think it could potentially be an amazing addition to the Call of Duty franchise if it's handled correctly. But anyway, I want to know what you guys think down in the comments. Now, for those of you who have watched my videos for a while, you'll know that I love to see who sticks around until the end. So if you're still here, I'd like you to let me know by answering this question down in the comments. Would you rather be given £10,000 right now, or get given £50 a day for the rest of your life? Anyway, that's it from me today. I'm Average Joel. Peace.